Hello YouTube and Rumble, this is Intuitive Retta. How are you? I'm going to do a monthly on Biden. I have all these readings I want to do, but I just haven't been in the mood to. The energy's been weird. But as we know, this month in February, don't be surprised if you isolate yourself, if you're feeling a little depressed. This is the month of the Hermit and Moon. Those of you that are Hermit in the Moon, it's going to be double that energy for you this month. So make sure, you have your therapist available. Make sure you realize that, hey, this is the month that I'm going to feel depressed, and it's okay. I'm going to get through this month, okay? So don't take it to like this is like the end all be all. No, it's just the energy of this month. You guys are very connected to the moon. So I always tell people who are connected to the moon to do moon charts. Follow your mood for a couple of months and watch the moon sign. So how are you feeling the day of the full moon and the half moon and the stuff like that, so you can see a routine, so you can kind of, you might be more emotional this month. Okay? So this is for everybody. So right now, it's going to be like the energy right now is going to be like a worldwide depression, right? We're going to want to isolate ourselves. We're going to be very moody. We're going to feel depressed. We're going to be emotional. And don't let the powers to be feed on that. I've always said, you guys don't realize that these elite are not like us. They are into the esoteric. They are into numerology, astrology, magic, so forth. You may not believe it because it's not feasible to you, but these people are born. They feel like they are the elite, that they know the hidden knowledge, that they had the money and the back end to find out, stuff that's been hidden from humanity. And that's why they feel that they have the divine right to rule, that they feel like they're the shepherds and we are their sheep, and that, humanity, they have to take care of us because we don't know how to take care of ourselves. And that they have to take care of everything because, lo and behold, the stupid people don't know how to think for themselves. So just realize that. So they're going to use this energy against us this month. So be aware of that, right? So what we're going to do in the monthly Biden reading, we're going to take our little circus deck, because right now we're in the circus. Whoops. So I want to see where Biden's at. I also want to see the energy. Let me find. Let me see. Oh, is anybody a knitter here, right? So I've been knitting lately, right? And I'm knitting some socks right now. I'm really into it. But the problem is why am I knitting inside out? I don't know how I'm doing it or why it's happening, but I'm knitting inside out. If anybody's a knitter, can you explain how did I do this to myself? How is my knitting inside out? Like what I'm working on is the inside, and what's supposed to be on the outside is on the inside. It's a mess. Okay, so here's the energy of Biden. Whoops. Card wanted to come. Strength card just fell out. So it looks like Biden's gonna have to come over some things. He's gonna have to face some things and overcome some things this month. Let me get this deck right here, and I want to do the energy for us and then the energy for him. Let's see. Okay, so for us, for Biden, and you guys know how I like to do it. I like to do 3 cards for what's going on in his head, baby, his thoughts, his whatever, right here. Then, like the administration, right here. And then his family. And I always want you guys to remember that Jill is a big part of what's going on now. She's kind of like the head of the family right now. So don't let her sleep on. So the energy around us is desire. So there's going to be a lot of wants and needs that we're going to want things. So this could even lead to our depression and stuff like that. We want this to be that way. We desire this. We desire that. We desire this. You know, it's going to be a lot of wants. A lot of maybe kind of selfishness. Like, I want this. I want that. This is what I'm longing for. This and that. That's where people are. So people this month, maybe because of the sadness, the depression, their emotions are a little overwhelmed. They're going to have the desire for something different, something more, something this and that. So as we're desiring this, it's like everything is bleak, right? But then we see this window of hope. So maybe that's the window of hope of desire, where, you know, we're seeing all this stuff going on, but we see this window of hope. This is our desires, this window of hope. And there's a light there. So can we turn this light on, or are we going to leave it not illuminated, or are we going to illuminate it? It's up to us, you know. And then we also see this crow, you know, in the background. So it's just a shadow. Are we going to leave it in the shadow, or are we going to, you know, illuminate it? So it's about what our desires this month are. Him, he's going to be bold. So this month he may be bold. So the energy around him is to be bold. It's kind of hard because he's a dementia patient, but he may say something, do something. His administration may say and do something right in our face, and they may be bold about it. Like, well, what are you going to do about it, right? They've been like that for a while. So let's see what's going on in his head. The Duchess of Baton. So he's kind of like angry. He has a little bit of aggression going on. But this aggression is kind of immature aggression, right? It's like an aggression of somebody who just wants to lash out or do something without not a real plan behind it. Just to do something to do something. So that's the energy that's going on in his head. He's kind of angry. He's kind of aggressive. He kind of wants to do something, but he doesn't know. There's no real plan or no real, you know, it's just to do it, right? So as this card, this Duchess, she's all dressed up, right? She's all dressed up and everything. She's just showing the part, but there's no, you could be all dressed up, but if there's nothing behind it, if you don't know the skills behind it to be this performance, then you're just dressed up, sitting on this swing. Unless you have a plan that, yeah, you're dressed up, but you also know how to do your acrobatics, you also know how to do this and that. You can dress a pig, but it's still a pig. That's basically what I'm saying, right? And the whole show is his completion there. I've been saying for a while, I think I've been saying for the last 2 years, I didn't see him serving his whole, you know, is it the end? Is this all a show? You know, is this the finale of the show? This goes here too. You want to put on a show, but you don't have the goods to put on this show. Like, yeah, you could put on a show, but you're still a pig. You're a dressed up pig, but a pig. And he is the high priestess, right? And every time I see this, right, he is the high priestess. This is the card of the unknown, the high priestess of spirituality, of not in this world, of this world. Is there some, you know, esoteric meaning behind what's going on with him? Is he doing something esoteric? Or what's going on right now is part of the esoteric. So this show that we're seeing is part of some type of ritual, right? So him not really having a plan, and him just dressing the part, and him just being aggressive and angry and wanting to do something but not really being able to do it because, you know, you can dress up the pig but you're still a pig. And it's a whole show. So is this show going to continue to go on, or is it going to end? Or is this all part of the plan? Is this all part of the esoteric? Is something more going on than what we see? Right? Because I always say you have to look at things differently. I always tell you guys there's different books out there. So you can see the signs. You can see the symbolism that these elite kind of see. Texas Mars book, Kodak Magica is one. You know, you'll start seeing a lot of the stars, a lot of the actors, a lot of these companies using the same symbols over and over again. And it can't be a coincidence if they continue to use these signs all over again. And even these companies that are so, you know, popular, like the Apple, you know, the Apple, the bite taken out of symbology is the garden of Adam and Eve, you know, and the forbidden fruit, and the box itself. If you look at a computer, you know, especially Apple iMac, or even their computers or their iPads, it's a black screen. So that's like the black box. And if you go look, I believe it's in Israel, the Jewish people, I believe it's Israel, there's a black box. Is it Israel? That they go and have a rich, I don't know if it's Jewish or Muslim. I can't remember, but there's a black box. And they all, you know, walk in I don't remember if it's clockwise or counterclockwise, but that is the symbolism of what kind of the iPad, the Apple, the black screen, the black box. Also, if you look at the gateway, what is it? Microsoft, and they have the box too, and it's a gateway. And you got to look at the symbolism of different things. And once you kind of look at you cannot unsee it. Even stupid things like McDonald's, the symbolism of the golden arches and all this. You need to learn the language of how these elite think, and what they, just because you don't believe in it, don't mean that they don't believe in it. All right. So there's something more going on, right? Whether he's aware of it, that he's being used for a ritual, or he's a fully participant in this ritual. He probably is a fully, because he is the high priestess. Okay. Six of Blades. I see a lot of movement in the administration, a lot of movement. So where are they going? Where are they moving to? What's this movement going on? All right. I see this also is that money, things, they want more money, more things. They want to move more things, more money, but not really having a plan. So they want to move things. They could also want to move thoughts, but not really having a plan. And they kind of box themselves in. So with all this stuff that they've been doing, they kind of box themselves in. So this is a card of movement, maybe movement of thoughts, or even physically trying to move things, right? But for things that they wanted to move, hey, maybe it's those freaking tanks and into the Ukraine and all this stuff. Maybe there's all this stuff. It's like they have no real plan behind anything. It's like they want all these things. They want more money. They want more, you know, this and that. They want it, but they don't have no real plan, and they kind of box themselves in. So whether even the movement of tanks or whatever, they didn't really have a plan behind it, and they kind of box themselves in. And they don't see a way out of it. They don't realize that if they just take this blinder off, they can find their way out of it. But they want to be blind. They want to act like they have no other choice but to do what they're doing, and they've kind of boxed they've themselves in. They've put their thoughts and stuff, and even the physical things, into like a self-imprisonment, right? The family, they want people to shut up. The family, the Bidens want everybody in the Biden to shut up. Don't talk about nothing. Hold your tongue. They want the Bidens, hold your tongue, hold your thoughts, don't do nothing. So that's what's going on in the family. Shut up, don't talk. You know, we're trying to balance things. Shut up, don't talk. Let this person, you know, you be the puppet to this person. So shut up, don't talk, and maybe allow Jill, I don't know, you know, and there's some infighting going on. There's some infighting. I don't know if it's between Hunter and the brothers. There's some infighting going on in regards to the family. There's some infighting going on. There's some conflict going on. There's some competition going on. But they want the family to shut up. So it's either the Bidens, Jill, whoever is like, shut up, don't say nothing. We don't want to hear it. And you are going to play to our tune. We're trying to balance this out. We're trying to balance the, you know, what's going on with the papers and the classify papers and Hunter. We're trying to balance this. It's a balancing act, and we're trying to balance it, right? Just play to our quartet, you know. There's somebody who is behind, somebody is orchestrating this family, telling the family, shut up, don't do this, listen to the maestro. Maestro, is that how you say it? The maestro, the person that's the orchestra, the one that's in front of the orchestra. What is that? The maestro, right? So watch that. We're trying to balance it, but there's a lot of infight and competition going on in the family. All things are not great within the family. All right, so let's see. Is he knowingly part of this ritual? I would say that he's knowingly playing his part in this ritual. Whatever's going on, this ritual, he is knowingly playing his part in this ritual. He's playing his tune to his drum to this ritual that's going on, right? Does this have to do with the war or what? What this really has to do with is even the war, but everything. They are working on our emotions. So they are working. So all this is going on in order for them to kind of have this work, this passage of even them trying to send these tanks, for them trying to do movement into the Biden, you know, and them wanting more money, more things, more this, more that. But not really having a plan, kind of backing themselves in a corner, a self-imposed constriction. They want to work on the emotion. So they're going to kind of add things. Remember I said this month, we are already emotional. This month is a month of people on their emotions, their depression, this and that. They are going to add to that freely. They're going to go head first into this emotional thing. So they're going to cause us to have some emotional outcomes or bursts. They're going to play on people's emotions this month. Full steam ahead. So don't take it seriously. Whatever you see in the news, say, they're doing this on purpose. All right. There's a lot of remember, and also in the family, there's a lot of aggression with each other, infighting, competition, but opposition. So there's like within this family, there's like two teams right now. So in the Biden family, there's two teams and they're opposing each other. So one team is one hand and one team is the other hand. So there's some infighting going on in that family. So it should be amusing. Okay, so I want to see this energy with how are they gonna use this energy of the Hermit and the Moon for Ukraine? They're gonna cause us infighting. This is a ritual behind it. They're gonna cause some conflict. So they're either gonna cause us here to argue against, to and from this Ukraine. They're gonna cause a lot of conflict between the Republicans, the Democrats, the people, Ukrainian, Russia. There's gonna be a lot of aggression and fighting and competition, right? But there's something behind that. It's something behind that, right? And who's going to win? Is it going to be gluttony, or are we going to continue to kind of gluttonize Ukraine, keep giving them and giving them and giving it? Or are we going to kind of starve them a little bit? Are we going to say, no, 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 it's enough, it's enough, it's enough, kind of trim the fat? We'll see. You see the gluttonous, and then you see the trim the fat. Who's going to win? Okay. What is the globalist point to Ukraine? Let me just see before we go. It's a distraction. It's a big distraction. It's to cause pain, heartache, all of the above, pain, heartache, all this, right? But also they're using this and they're going full steam ahead, right? And there's no real thoughts behind, even though we're thinking, Ukraine, they're going to probably show us pictures of heartaches and people dying and sick people, and they're going to pull out our heartstrings. They're doing this on purpose with no real thought behind anything. They're just going to show it. It's all an illusion. It's all to kind of distract you. So this whole Ukraine thing is a big distraction. A big distraction, especially this month. It's a big distraction. One more thing before we go. Okay, this whole classified documents and Biden. These classified documents and Biden. What of it? They're going full steam ahead, damn the consequences on these documents, right? It's an inspiration. Someone started it. Someone was like, someone was mad. I don't know if Biden pissed someone off or someone within that kind of pissed someone off, but it was a start of something, right? It was a start of something, but the Dems are still going to stand strong. They're still going to come together. So yes, it was stubbornness, it was an inspiration, a thought of someone was like, let's do this. And then they're still standing strong, and it's about coming together. So it's either we're going to stand strong, either you're going to come, see the threes, are you going to come together with us and proceed, or are we going to use this to get you out? So we're going to stand strong. It's up to us if we're going to stand strong with you and proceed, or somehow the three of us groups, because I guess right now there's three groups, right? Are we going to go this way together? So they're trying to determine, are they going to go this way together? They're going to stand strong. So whichever way they go, they're going to stay together. So it's either they want him out, they're going to stay, all the Dems are going to stay together to get him out. Or they're going to keep him in, and all the Dems are going to stay together to keep him in. Right? But there's three groups. I don't know who precisely is this group. Is it possible that he gets kicked out of the White House for this? This is a show. This is a show. This is a movement. This is a show. This is a movement. Something's behind it. The ego. It's like blackmail, right? This is all blackmail. This is all blackmail. This whole classified documents. It's all blackmail. It's for someone. It's the puppet master. They're feeding. They already knew where the bodies were buried with Biden. This is them saying, play ball with us or we're going to expose it all. Or whatever. They are in cahoots with each other. So I don't think it's going to end the way we wanted it to end, right? How about this special counsel? He's by himself. He's looking at it. He's the one who's going to make the decision. He's going to make the decision. It's either he's going to walk away. We have to look at it. His decision is going to walk away. And he's a Republican, right? So is he going to walk away from this? So is this Republican freaking, is he a rhino? Is he just going to walk away from this? Or is he is he just going to walk away? He has to come up with a decision. He can stand out by himself and he will be noticed because he's taller than everybody else. This is just a subject of speech. Or he has which way to go. Is he going to walk away and just let it go? Or is he going to stand out in the crowd and do something? This is the decision that he has to make. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.